Is it snowing? It stopped. It snowed very slightly earlier. Some little flakes. But yeah, it stopped. But anyway, we're still gonna go to Seoul Forest to finally go to that cafe we were supposed to go last time. Hopefully there's some space and we can sit in front of the forest. If not, well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I just wanted to show what I bought after we released the video about our hair issues, and you guys like gave us a lot of advice, so thank you for that. So my plan for now is to first do the vitamin D level test. So I think when I'm gonna go home in France. So when I go home I will maybe do that, the blood test, and check my vitamin D level. If they are too low, I will either really try to force myself to eat whatever ingredients are full of vitamin D, because I feel like from my diet I don't really get those things naturally, so I will try to force myself to get more. And if not, I will get the supplements. I'm kind of in the fence of taking supplements because every time I'm trying to take stuff I end up breaking out everywhere, and that's very frustrating. So I usually I have like 2 or 3 different supplements over there, like magnesium, zinc, biotin is killing me. I know it's good for hair, I tried multiple times, but every time I try to take them, so I'm trying my best not to use that. So if the vitamin D levels are way too low, then I will maybe try to find an alternative. But in the meantime, since some people also mentioned that selenium is something that is supposedly good for hair, and when I looked online they said that Brazilian nuts is supposed to be very heavy on that. So what I bought is those kind of little things, which are so haru nuts. So it's supposed to be like daily nut supplement, nut how do you call it, nut portions. So in it you have almonds, Brazilian nut 22%, so only one basically, but it's a big one. So Brazil nut, hoodoo is what? You have cashew, you have almond, you have pecan, hazelnuts, and hoodoo is whatever the last one is. So yeah, I'm trying to take this. It's good for me because it's just giving like kind of my breakfast. It's giving me something to munch on when I wake up. It's not heavy, and if you tell me that it's actually giving me my vitamin levels, I'm all for it. So I'm gonna try this. I actually bought the big pack for 17,000 won, question mark 17, and there is like 4 months, a month worth of it. So I will try that for a month, and maybe 2 months or 2 or 3 months actually, to see if there's a difference. In the meantime, I will also try to get my blood tested to check my vitamin levels and take appropriate actions accordingly. I'm waiting for my washing machine to be done, and then I will get out of this house into the cold to Seoul Forest to meet with Bridget. There you go. Oh, by the way, as I'm doing my foundation, I just realized I actually didn't use any foundation. This BB cream brand hired me for a modeling job, and I was pleased to find that this is a SPF 30 PA++ tainted moisturizer, and it works perfectly on my skin. So I don't know, I have just been using it for maybe the past week or so. So far so good, and this is what it looks like. The brand is Heimish. So I don't know if you're in Korea and you're looking for a BB cream and you're similar to my skin tone, this is literally exactly, I just applied with my hand. This is not sponsored, by the way. I got this as a gift after the shoot. Which number is this? 29 dark olive, and literally I didn't put anything else. This is just the BB cream and blush, no powder, no nothing. It looks really good in my opinion. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a new alternative to foundation, because these days I cannot be bothered to put on foundation. I just want to, you know, put it in with my fingers, and this was perfect. And I know they have a darker shade as well, because on the shoot, on the day of the shoot, there was another model who's slightly darker than me. So I don't know how far it goes, but yeah, just so y'all know, this is what I've been using and I like that it has SPF in it. So yeah. Anyways, the forecast definitely lied to us. There is no sun to be seen. The sun is actually coming out. Ridiculous. But anyways, the first step is to eat something because I'm hungry, and I'm gonna go find Leslie. Who is called? So I found Missy, and I did a beeline towards her, but I didn't even look at her. I was like, you know what? This comes first. So, very satisfied. Very nice.
It's been years, but you can finally confirm that this is a good bakery. This is a legit,
This is
authentic French baguette from
lemon
Montbert.
butter. Nothing else. Nothing
That's
more.
it. That's it. I wish the butter was a bit more salty.
Yeah,
But
she
that's a
likes
little
salty
corn.
butter.
That's a little corn. Like
Yeah,
literally, I love this thing. It's not like even expensive. 5,000 for this.
It's so good. Oh my god.
That's why it's always either full,
It's full.
or sold out.
Uh-huh.
So come early if you want to come here. But it's legit.
Second time you come here.
Oh, you came here before?
No, not here, but in this street. And we find one of the popular places, and there's suddenly 2 seats available, and we're like, yes!
Let's take advantage of that. And I'm thinking, should I take a second one because I'm still very hungry.
Fave.
This is the reality of happiness.
It is the reality of happiness. I'm not even gonna lie. Little girl is looking at us. Go home. It's not just the kids. But anyways, we're having yet another conversation about just living in Korea in general. And basically, we were realizing. I mean, it's been 5 years. We should have been realized, but there are lots of things that we realized about living here that would have made our life easier if we.
Beginning?
Yeah, but obviously, there's no way that you would know. So we're giving you these revelations so that you don't have to suffer. No, we didn't suffer, but you don't have to like sit for like 5 years before you know. So what's your one?
My first main one, it's a big one too, but one that like took me some time to understand. The thing you see on the app like Zikban, Daban, or stuff like
The
this,
real
like,
estate
the real
apps.
estate, when you look for a place, those pictures are lies. 99% of the time, they make very nice, big, fancy looking places clean.
That they take with the
Amazing.
fisheye camera.
It looks so big, so clean, so perfect, everything. The location is amazing, the price is so small.
You know it doesn't exist.
And then you call, okay, you say I want to visit that one, and they're like, no, it's not available, let me show you some other ones.
They don't even mention it sometimes. They'll be like, oh, just come to the office.
I will show you whatever.
And then they show you everything but that part that you saw, and they're like, oh, actually we have similar things. I'm like, girl.
Waste of time. And I used to be like, oh yeah, the moment I'm going to leave the Goshi one, then I can find a place easily. Look at them all places. Easy. And when the day comes, actually, and you look at them, you're like, oh.
But you know what's crazy though is like we see this, but we also found places really fast. Technically, it's just not the places we wanted.
That's what I'm saying. The pictures are lies.
They just confirm. They just convince you to find something else that's
it's
similar.
Never looking like what you want. Well,
Je la connais, c'est une actrice. Oh, so this one celebrity just walked in. So.
casually.
So we're like, oh my god, we know you.
Oh, like that.
Good for you. You can just walk around with no
We
mask
had
on.
literally this discussion yesterday, saying that Korea is one of the cities where you can just casually meet people in the street.
Like celebrities and stuff. Because it's so small.
Random.
Seoul is
Like, why are
so
you here?
small.
The bakery.
So every fancy place, everybody wants to come. So
it's
obviously.
not even fancy, that's what I'm saying.
When I saw her,
People.
I was gonna say, aren't you cold? But then it makes sense now because everybody around her was in the padding except her. So I'm like, oh, they're probably in like the big car. So
Yeah.
she just came out real quick.
Or maybe her thing is like real quality cashmere stuff and she's actually warmer than you are.
Yeah, she doesn't live the same life.
So yeah.
Anyway, Pangao Seoul.
That was my one tip. Don't trust the apps. And actually the one app that actually better and like more realistic in what you're gonna see with your own eyes is the Naver Budongsan, Naver Real Estate. The app is way more reliable.
Yeah, that app is really nice.
Yeah. So That's a tip.
What's my tip? Well, I guess I just changed because I saw her. Well, you don't need to go very far to see celebrity. Oh, there she goes again. I wish I could film her, but that's like rude. But you don't really need to go anywhere to find, like, especially the K-pop fans and stuff.
Look at that. See the amount of bags they have. That's so funny. They did like a shopping spree.
Yeah.
All of the three of them.
And you can tell it's like the very expensive ones. Money, darling.
Wish it wasn't there.
I know, right? She probably lives like in that big building next door.
Hey, could be.
Could be because all the celebrities live here.
Building.
Yeah, Taemin. Anyway, so yeah, you don't really have to go very far to find celebrities. You can just go into like the hip places and you'll find them. Probably on the weekday because on the weekends there's too many people. But anyways, that's not really a tip, is it? My actual tip is to quickly learn the key, not necessarily Korean, but the keywords for like apps like the health insurance and stuff like that. Because the way I was struggling the first time, I received the mail for my renewal, and I remember receiving it the first time and I had no idea what to do. And I was out here like owing money and stuff like that. But then I realized just the keywords like Nabpu and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I gotta pay my whatever. So now my rent, my stuff is like automatic. I can just tuk and pay all my bills at the same time. And it's like if you know the keyword for like transfer, payment and stuff like that, you don't really need to struggle. And also you don't need to receive it as a paper, because that was my thing. I was like, oh gosh, all these papers, don't know what to do with them.
You can actually call them to ask to receive by.
But see, if you don't speak fluently.
No, I speak
really?
They speak English, that's what I'm saying. They have an English service and they ask you like, do you want to receive it by email? That's what I did.
I did not know that.
There you go. That's a tip.
The hell, I did everything online.
Call them, ask them to send it to. They said like, do you prefer to receive it by email? Yeah, sure, please, thank you.
Excuse me?
By email, everyone.
And the second thing that's a bit similar, personally, it changed my life to connect my credit card and my transportation card, because I was always, every month, forgetting to charge it, and I would go on the bus on a day where I'm extremely late and I'll have no money. So I would say to do that, but she would say if you lose everything at the same time.
No, that's not why I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like it because I like to keep track of what I'm spending, and I feel like when I do this, I don't know what I'm spending.
But you know, because it goes on your app.
I know, but I like to know, okay, this month I'm going to put 100. Then we'll see how long it lasts me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and just have the bill at the end of the month.
Usually, it's like, I'd rather know what I'm spending directly upfront,
okay.
and then you spend it like the opposite. That's just
for me, it's like the country. It's like I like to just have a bill at the end, so I'm like, oh. And I realized it is like around maybe 100,000, 105. No, yeah, 105. I realized. So it's like roughly around $100. Anyway, and you? Mosquitoes.
This weather?
And I found one in my room.
How?
I don't know.
Yeah, the second one would be not to bring too many clothes when you arrive, because there's so many.
When you come to visit?
I mean, when you. No, to stay.
Oh.
Long term, even study and stuff. I don't necessarily you need to bring a lot of stuff, because first of all, the weather changes so much. The ideal would be to just be here and buy whatever you need for the time when you're there, because there's so many options, cheap options everywhere.
But then sizes
you can find.
Because for bottoms, for tops I'm okay, but for bottoms,
it's online.
I haven't found a satisfying bottom yet. And I tried H&M, so like, I don't know for the bottom. I would say, me personally, I would get my tops. The bottoms, I would just either get it from abroad, like maybe cider.
I'm saying, yeah, there's like Shein, whatever, if you're really desperate. But I think it's just more efficient for you to know.
Especially outerwear, you don't need to buy outerwear. There's so many nice coats and stuff, and it's cheap.
You're gonna get like, there's so many everywhere, you're gonna get like FOMO if you don't buy them too. You're just like, oh, it's so cute, I wanna try it.
Yeah, oh, that's so true.
And then look at my closet now, so you know what I'm saying?
The trends now, it's like, everybody wears the same thing, and so you see it and you're like, ooh, and you know everything that's going on. And if you already have your own clothes, you're like, god damn it.
That's more of a recent one, but now I don't think in most of the buses you cannot pay with cash anymore. So be aware of that when you get there, because I've seen people get rejected off the bus because they don't have the enough on their card and the bus doesn't accept cash anymore.
Yeah.
Be mindful of that.
Yeah. Another thing I wish I knew for the bus is to not bring coffee on there.
Oh yeah.
Because they will not let you in. Like you can't have like an open drink or like a.
Sometimes even McDonald's they don't accept.
Like this. Yeah. Because they said the smell of the food.
Is too strong. But he still let me go in there because I was like, please sir, I need to go home. And he was like, okay, sure, but
yeah.
try that.
Another thing I wish I knew is to not You know when you speak a bit of Korean and like the older ladies, they accost you on the street and they're like, oh, you speak so well. I replied once. I decided to talk to them once. They tried to enroll me in their church.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So now if people are like trying to talk to you, some of them comes from cults, some of them from like weird churches, just avoid them and leave. It doesn't, I mean, I know it's like, oh, they're like complimenting me. That's what I used to think. And then I realized they were all trying to be like, do you believe in Jesus? And I'm like, I do, but like, how is that your issue? Get the fuck.
You can.
Don't talk to people on the street, bro.
Another one. Kakao Taxi, install the app.
Girl.
It's so much more convenient
It's my best friend.
than trying to hail a cab. Hailing a cab, it works, depends where you are, but in most of the situations, it's just much more easier to get the taxi directly to you. Like book the taxi on the app and then either pay cash
Does it exist
in
in
the
English?
taxi. Huh?
Does it
There
exist
is
in
an
English?
version. Then you can select I pay in the taxi and you pay whatever, however you want.
Yeah.
Or you can pay directly on the app. It's so much more convenient. And we had the story of a friend. It was in Itaewon and she was trying to get a cab.
On some weird app.
No, it was the Uber.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, just get
even
a
trying
taxi.
the taxi outside didn't work. And she was kind of struggling until like somebody actually helped her.
Yeah.
So yeah, just install the app and it's way more convenient like that. If you just arrive and you have your own house and stuff and you want to furnish the place, use Tangen Market a lot more than other
I think it has the
platforms.
English name like carrot
market.
Carrot market or something. But yeah,
Do that.
it's so
Very
good.
nice, very easy to find. So it's like, what do you call it? Second-hand.
Yeah,
Resell,
but very
resell,
like really clean and really
It's
like
very
nice.
Also, don't use Google Map. It's a basic one, but don't use Google Map. It's useless. Use Naver Kdrama.
I personally prefer Naver.
Yes,
You can also have it in English and stuff.
So my
Anyway,
final tip for now is that okay, Korea is cheap, but budget efficiently, like accordingly. Like don't spend all your money at once and then you end up being like what's happening? What did I do? You know?
because it stacks up so quickly.
Like it adds a bit.
You just reminded me what I wanted to say earlier. So remember last time when we went, it was in the previous vlog, we went to Myeongdong and I was talking about like how the hotel is like right, there's this big hotel right on the streets. And I was like, I thought about this too. Had I known, well, it's not like I came here multiple times as a tourist. It was just only twice where we came here and we needed a hotel. But had I known how many, like so many hotels are under the radar, like it's not on booking.com, it's not on stuff, like it's on like the apps like Yanorja, and they are under the title motel, so people kind of feel like, oh, it's a little seedy. It's super clean, it's super safe, and it's super cheap. And if I had known this, I feel like if I had come on vacation, I would have just booked a motel.
Yeah, but since it's like a very Korean app, this doesn't have an English version.
It doesn't have an English version, but to be fair, if you're really determined, I used to just take each page and just translate.
Yeah.
And this, the price is numbers, so you just check and then you go into the word for motel.
Can you book if you're not living here though?
Yeah, that's annoying. You might need like the
login check.
yeah, maybe that's why. But I was like, even when I was first living here and I would go to like another like Jeju Island or something, I'm like, if you have Yanorja, there's so many cheap, beautiful hotels, but the main one, the franchises are much more expensive.
I wish I used Tarangi, like the public bike rental system. I wish I had used it way earlier. That would have saved me money using bus and stuff for like short distances, and it's everywhere and it's so convenient and it's so cheap. Tarangi is your friend, honey.
Yeah, if you like to bike
I don't
around.
even like to bike, just like for short distances. It's best.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyways, we're gonna walk around a bit.
Gonna get to the cafe maybe. See you there. Very cute place, by the way. Look at the sunshine, girl. Supposedly it's snowing, yeah? Where?
Blocked my neck.
Where is the snow? This is old age, honey. It is what it is. Anyway, so very nice cafe. We got lucky. We got the spot right before everybody came in.
In the sun.
It's a very nice view. It's warm. It's a nice, comfortable seat. It's a very good address. I almost don't want to share it.
Gatekeeper! Wow, okay.
Nice, really nice.
I don't even know the name of it, I forgot. It's like very weirdly pronounced.
Is it? What was the thing? I don't know. No, that's the cup. That's the one closed over
Oh,
there.
that was closed? I forgot.
Yeah, we tried many times. Like 2 other ones that were closed.
On the Big Friday?
That was going on. But this one is actually better, so I'm not even complaining.
Yeah. Also, look, I was telling them about my BB cream. I'm glowing.
What?
I told them about this BB cream that I got sent. That's exactly my skin tone. I had no foundation on. So I was like,
Really?
here you go if you want to find it somewhere.
From where?
It's called Haimish. I don't even know if it's out yet, but we were doing the shoot and I got it as a gift. So I was like, you know what? If your skin tone, and there's maybe one girl darker than me as well. So hey, progress.
We like.
And it's SPF 30. This is not sponsored.
We're gonna stay here for a minute and then we're gonna move on with our day, but probably out of the camera. So I think this is the end of the vlog. I'm supposed to go to Itaewon, but I don't think there's gonna be anything special to record. So
Yeah.
just a random Itaewon date. That's it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Ooh, that's a good thumbnail.
That's ugly as hell.